Hello. So let's take a look at the rules that we have learned about zero and negative powers with our exponent rules. On this slide, we talked about these rules when we did our powers table last week. But in that powers table, we learned that the zero power rule says anything to the power of zero will always equal, and most students are remembering anything to the power of zero is always equal to 1. So if I come over here, and this is an example of it, a to the power of 0 is going to be 1, no matter what, all the time. Letter, number, anything. Down here, 1,523 to the power of 0, 1. Doesn't matter. Equal to 1. The second rule on this slide talks about when we have an exponent that's negative. For example, the one down here. This one's a little trickier to explain, so pay really close attention. I'm going to help you out. Any base raised to a negative power is equal to a fraction that has a, and here's what's going to happen. It's going to have a 1 as the numerator, or on top. And on the bottom is the same base with a positive exponent. Okay, and what that looks like, if we come down and take a look at this example, I have the fraction 1. The base is the same, 1,532, or 2,3. And the exponent is going to go from a negative 1 up to a positive 1. That's it. Okay, so it takes the number, keeps the same base, makes the exponent positive, puts that on the bottom, puts a 1 on top. Now, over here in the rule, how that would look, again, type a 1, hit the division sign or the slash with the question mark. Base stays the same, which stays as an A. If I hold the shift key and to type the 6, it brings it up to an exponent, and my negative 6 is going to become a positive, or negative x will become a positive x. That's how that rule gets finished. Now what we need to do is take a look at this one. This rule right here, it has 2 parts to it. So we need to very carefully split these up into 2 parts. Sorry, that's a sloppy circle. 7 to the negative third. If I write it as an exponent, again, negative powers. So we're going to make a 1. We're going to keep the base the same. Shift 6. And instead of a negative 3, we have a positive 3. Now, the next thing has a 9 to the 0 power. Well, 9 to the 0 power follows this rule, which is going to be the same thing as 1. If I do both of these together, 1 over 7 to the third times 1 isn't going to change. It's still going to be 1 over 7 to the third power. That's all there is to do on this slide. It's just to refresh our memories for that rule. And again, that's the zero and negative powers rule.